Thanks for showing up, Nab.
Can the
Yeah,
casting
shit.
gallery hear us
Could you have
now?
imagined if we had gone the whole fucking stream?
No,
Yes, he can
I-
hear
like
us.
an hour.
Hello,
Okay, yay!
everyone, and welcome to the VOD summary of Night 21 Part 1.
22.
22. Thank you. 22.
We defeated Razion. They met the bounty hunter again. The one that steals all the people's organs, the repo man. Once they did that, they talked to Archibald. Archibald said there's a bunch of problems. One, he said, Iron Falls is not as bad off, however, it's doing quite badly. They also said that Coriember needs a whole lot of help. They went to find Coriember. Coriember said, I'm dying, and a whole lot of other sweet stuff. Everybody had tears. If you didn't watch it, please watch it in the links above. Now, also, they went into the Feywild because Coriember said that the only way to solve the problem of him dying and also save the entire forest is for Tralia and friends to go into the Feywild, a world completely unbeknownst to our characters of how and where and what anything works like. So they went into the Feywild. Going into the Feywild, they saw a whole bunch of weird things. They then came across, boom, Coriember's brother. Coriember's brother had a band of misfit children. Yes, that kind of misfit children, where someone was named Kufio. If you don't get that, I hope that you fix that immediately. Now, we have our friends. We have them in a tree. They are going with Coriember. Lights, boom, 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 flashing all around. There are lights that are going zzz, looking through. Tralia rolls a d20, nat 20. Boom, she sneaks down the tree. She tears off a piece of Doriember. I'm sure it hurt. And she continues to go down as she is dodging the lights. And she feels there's something big. Over 50 feet in length. Whatever it is, it's burbling and it's making a whole bunch of weird noises. Our friends continue to go with the tree. The tree is going. And now somebody goes, ah, stop! And then they're now looking down. Oh my God, who is that? And now we're back.
There was also a story about a witch.
Oh, yeah. So there was a witch, and she had a whole big house made of candy and other assorted things. And they had a bunch of different symbols that were written all over the children. And it looked really fucked up. And the kids looked like they were about to get stuffed and roasted. It looked like this, and it looked like this. If you didn't get that, here it is again. It looked like that, and it looked like that. These are weird symbols, right? I know. Our characters are thinking the same thing. Who could this person be, and why would they do something like that to children? Did she look like a witch? Yes, she did. If you're following along so far, you're probably putting two and two together. Yes. So, our friends are now going forward, and we are back.
Oh, lovely note from the Cashew Gallery. I don't know if I can stress this enough. It sounds like Felgalos is retelling everything. I love the idea of Felgalos as the fourth wall breaking narrator.
You guys saw that there was a bunch of trees and stuff, right? Right? The trees. There's a bunch of other cool things too. I don't know.
That's
okay,
amazing.
Can we just talk about the idea of Felgalos? I don't know, however many years it is to reach elderlyhood as a dragon, retelling the story of this ragtag group of heroes in old man excitement to his offspring.
Yeah.
Come along, hatchlings, I've a tale you'll not believe. It started when I was about your age.
Oh, Grandpa, you tell the craziest stories.
And every one of them is true.
Right.
You all see below you that there is a gnome.
Oh.
Oh!
The gnome looks up.
Hello down there.
He has a hat that is completely made of pies.
I like your hat.
That is a delicious
Thank
looking
you.
hat.
You all almost stepped on me.
Sorry!
I'm glad we didn't.
Me too. Yeah, well.
Are you lost?
No, I was returning back to my hometown.
Where's that?
Goodbye.
Wait, do you have a name?
What?
Do you have a name?
Yes, I do. Let me see what I wrote down. I'm Ootlet.
He's what?
I was checking my notes.
Yeah, no. Everyone was laughing too hard. I couldn't hear the name.
I said, let me check my notes.
So, yeah. What was the name though?
I am Ooblik.
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 That is
We're
a
so
wonderful
sorry,
name.
we slept on
I
you.
am Ooblik Urforter.
Where are you from?
The gnome is German.
I'm from Faberis.
Fableries. Is that where you're headed now?
Yes. Goodbye.
Where are you coming from?
What?
Where are you coming from?
Faberis.
And that's where you're going?
No, I was going yonder, but now I'm going hither. Goodbye.
This place is confusing.
Why?
I was gathering apples. He shows a bag of apples. Do you like apples?
I
Yes.
very much like apples. I particularly like apple pie.
Apples are good. I like them. I like to fix them, turn them into steaks.
Steaks?
Yes, it's a delicacy.
Apple
Would you like
steak.
some?
Absolutely.
Apple steak. Yes.
Interesting.
It's very good. Would you like some?
Yes, please.
Wasn't expecting to have company tonight. Okay.
Do you mind? There's quite a lot of us here.
Well, I don't know how the townsfolk would take to the big tree, but sorry, sir. I know you're a treant, but I thought that you were just a tree about to fall. It's okay. I get that a lot.
I can guarantee they would certainly not have to worry about providing lodging.
Now, children, I need to get these kids back to our homeland. I do believe our paths will cross again.
We must diverge, I see. Well, thank you for bringing us this far.
I was going to drop you off somewhere else, however. This tiny man says that there's a nice place for you to go. I believe that you might be able to glean some information.
And so we shall.
Yes?
Yeah.
Climb
When you
down.
are lost,
Sorry?
always speak to the things that you would never normally speak to. That's good wisdom. Trying to
I'm
prevent
taking a
it.
note of that.
I'd like to hug Dorian and tell him thank you for all the trouble. Getting us
Yes.
this.
As he puts you all down on the ground, he wraps a branch finger around
And I
Tralia,
promise I'll bring his brother back.
and then he takes his other finger and brings you all in as well. And is
Okay.
all of you.
Free hug.
Children, it was a pleasure.
We'll see you again.
Yep.
Hopefully with your brother in
Or-
tow.
I do not doubt that you will save my brother. If there is anyone that I would think would save him, I would put my branches on you.
Thank you very
Never
much for that vote of
forget.
confidence.
Never forget, you all are much stronger than you realize. I know the odds always seem against you, and that you feel as if you most indefinitely have the world on your shoulders. But the power that you need is inside of you. And it is with your friends. The ones that you can see and the ones that you cannot. Hey,
Cryptic.
No, I know what he's saying.
Well, as he stands back up, you see Kufio say, "Don't think that I'm going to forget about you guys.
We won't forget you either.
We still have a game of sling ball to play."
And we have a lot of bruises to gain playing that.
I'd forgotten about that.
Morgal, it was your turn last. So I expect the next time that you fire the first shot.
Can do.
As Kufio flips back on top of Dory Ember, he starts waving to you guys as the rest of the children do as well. Goodbye!
What an
You hear all of
adorably
them
over-the-top
saying-
child.
It's the reason I will never have children.
You hear Dory
Yeah.
Ember's voice as he is slowly walking away. Remember, always stay together and listen to yourselves, eh?
This is-
43 apples I had, now they fell. I don't have them. 43 apples I had, now I don't have any. As he saunters off into the trees.
I've heard of singing trees, and this is something altogether different.
The wind in the willows, but goodness.
Not to mention tree hugging. That got turned around.
This
Well-
seems to be a realm where how you feel your surroundings has a lot to do with where you end up.
Well, everyone, I believe we have some apple steaks to eat, yes?
Yes, we
Yes, indeed.
Well, good.
Wunderbar.
Okay. Oh,
Alright.
wunderbar indeed, yes.
Okay. After you.
And we just
As you
Merrily
all-
we stroll along, stroll along, stroll
As you
along.
all keep going, you are kind of introducing yourselves to him and everything like that. And you come upon this lovely, cute little town where you see that dandelions have grown up 6 feet tall and they're handing out chocolates to children as they walk about. The sky has opened up and the sun is now shining down on you all as you're greeted by a rose as she says, "Oh, welcome. Would you
Hello.
like a nice treat?"
thank you.
You're a literal
Thank
flower
you.
girl.
Welcome to what?
Yes. Welcome to Fable Reese.
Over table. This is the garden from Alice in Wonderland.
I mean, pretty much.
The golden afternoon, I would assume, is how everything looks. It is afternoon, and there is a golden glow to the city.
Correct.
Before we go on, can I tell what direction we were moving in when we were going hither versus now? Like if it was north, south, east, or west?
There is no north, south, east, or west or here. It's hither, thither, and yon.
Correct.
Were we moving still further hither? Or
Yes.
did we okay, so we were still heading in the same direction when we stopped here.
Correct.
Okay,
This is in the same direction as hither.
okay,
So we have been perpetually moving hither,
yes.
Yes.
Sounds it.
which is
That's
not
it.
necessarily a direction, but rather towards realms.
An area,
Correct.
basically. It's like finding point A on a map despite not knowing which direction you're going to get to point A, as long as you know you're still heading to A.
So Fable Reese is in hither.
Yes.
Okay,
Relative to where we are, anyway.
Yes.
right.
As you all go to places, I would highly advise that you write this down.
Yeah, label what direction they're in.
Fable Reese, hither?
I came here to play games, not to take notes.
You all then see
Getting
children
hair
that
splinters.
are getting school lessons from squirrels. As you see a squirrel that literally, it looks like it has on one of those old school professor uniforms, even has glasses as it adjusts itself. You then see another kitsune as it walks by, and she has on glasses and she's carrying what looks like study books.
That is the
Somewhere.
most normal thing I have seen today.
I
So
mean,
many books. So many books.
yeah.
So many books.
Can I
Oh,
go sit?
it's school season right now. Everyone is learning. May you what, Tralia?
I said, can I go and sit to hear what the squirrel is teaching? I'm curious.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's just too nutty.
I sit down with Barnabas.
Well, children, as you can see here, when you have an apple, and if you take some custard, as you see thusly, and you put it inside of the apple, you can create as it explodes and custard goes everywhere. An apple bomb. As you hear the children go, ooh, 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 ooh.
Weapons
it-
of mass decadence.
Is it edible?
An apple bomb?
Yes.
Yes, of course, you can eat it.
Is
It
it
is
deadly?
also
So
It's a delicacy. Would you like one?
Sure.
Sure.
Picnic grabs it.
Hang on. Rorthal, would you like one?
And what if it explodes? Were
I'm
you
not-
testing this on me?
I was being polite, I say,
Nick
taking a bite of
finished
the
it.
apple bomb.
You get a mouthful of delicious vanilla custard as you get the subtle juices of the apple that correlate. It turns almost into a like
Full
a
milkshake.
Werther's original in your mouth.
Ooh.
You sure you don't want some? This
This
is
I
really
share one.
freaking good.
I share one with the bun bun. Would you like some?
As he starts to eat it, the bunny looks down.
I understand your suspicion, Rorthal, but I'm coming to understand that things are often exactly as they appear in this place.
Just pat the bun bun.
Did the bunny have gas?
No, but the bunny I just saw it scarf an entire apple in one bite.
Yes.
And it
then
seemed to
after
eat it so
that,
quickly
did-
that it exploded in its gut. I think it's a kinetic energy thing. Makes it explode.
I offer it to Barnabas and be like, in case we're ever in need of sweet defense, remember.
I love these. My mommy used to make them for me all the time.
Oh.
I also used to do this. Well done, children. Yes, yes. Now,
Fascinating.
I'm also going to tell you another interesting trick. You can change the mood of a rose and sometimes its personality if you paint it a different color.
Why would you change its personality?
If you
Oh.
have a thorny rose that you wish to be sweet,
You just paint it a different color.
Finally, my
Moxie.
calling.
What'd you say, Morgal?
Finally, my calling.
Moxie, surely you understand
Morgal
my...
eyeballs everything, all of the flowers, as soon as that is said, and the flowers shirk back almost as you see Morgal going, oh yeah, with paintbrushes in hand.
Moxie, surely you understand my hesitance on this matter. Imagine if someone came up and tried to paint you to change the way you think, feel, and act.
Morgul is going to
If
paint
all
with the
you're doing is
colors of emotion.
changing, if all you're doing is brightening someone's mood by painting them a different color, no more Johnny Raincloud.
You see another rose bring you all water.
Thank you.
Would you like some water?
Yes,
Thank
please.
you.
Thank you.
You and I have fundamentally different understandings of what a personality is.
Well, I said changing someone's mood. I've never seen a flower change personalities.
And that's what he said. That's what makes me uneasy. Anyway,
We don't have proof. Till we have proof, put it out of your mind.
Does the
watch
water taste
Morgul.
fine?
Oh no.
Morgul, are you going to?
What? Oh no, I'm not gonna do it yet. We haven't met
I-
anyone with any kind of foul mood.
Okay.
I was
No point to
suspecting
it,
he
yeah.
was already in the
So-
middle of it.
While you all are in basically town central right now, it doesn't appear like they have a schoolhouse.
Mhm.
It seems like they actually hold school sessions outside. But the buildings that you see around you, you see what you maybe think is a pub. It's called the Cider Sins.
I go into the suspected pub.
You also see Morlavilles, and there's no extras or anything. It's just what could maybe be a name.
Sorry, what's a Laville?
Morlavilles.
Morla with an M.
Morlavilles.
I look in both buildings to determine which one is actually supposed to be a pub and which one is just a purveyor of cider.
I get it. That's the name of the building, like Walmart.
Yeah.
Now, Cider Sins is the pub.
Oh, I should be looking at the map. Duh. Here we go. All right, I'm good.
Yes.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
There's also Tasva's Trinkets. There is Garvel's Glees, Zorp's Doinks, and the Apple Forgery.
There's a doink, and how would one forge an apple?
Micknick saunters over to the apple forgery.
Okay.
I think, is just going to wander around what seems the most interesting at the time. In this case, what Micknick is looking at. Because he's a person of logic and none of this makes sense, so he's just trying to float along.
I wonder.
Okay.
Do any of
So
these...
as you... Huh?
Oh no, I was asking the rabbit. Do any of these buildings look interesting to you?
I liked the things that go boom.
May I send you with Kai to the forgery?
I don't think Kai's going to the forgery. Are you going to the forgery?
I'm following Micknick. Where's he going?
Oh,
The forgery.
he's going to the forgery.
Yeah, he was going to the forgery then.
You can go wherever you want. I'm not stopping you. I sit
Okay.
her down.
Ralia, what are you doing?
I would like to go to the Tasva Trinket.
Okay. Okay, so Apple Forgery first. As you enter the Apple Forgery, you see what looks like a mushroom with arms and legs that is sitting there, and it is a bakery. Over table. It's
Does
a
it-
bakery.
Over the table, does it look like the mushroom is the baker and actively baking?
Correct.
Okay.
Huh.
That is a...
Greetings.
That is a 5-foot-tall mushroom person.
Yep.
Hello.
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 You forge apples here, do you?
I can forge anything you want.
Not just apples.
I do forge apples, yes.
Oh.
I can
Sorry.
forge any kind of apple you want.
Right. Okay.
I apologize. I'm struggling to understand this place.
We would like an apple forged.
What kind of apple would you like?
What would you
Surprise?
recommend?
For what purpose are you asking?
Discovery.
What kind of discovery?
I didn't expect to have a positive reaction to that one.
I didn't expect you to be so puzzled.
We're very new here. Here being a very generic term.
How new are you?
Hours?
How many?
The amount
Insofar as I
on a
understand the flow of
hand.
time here, I would estimate maybe 36.
Kind of apple?
Gala.
Gala apple. Interesting choice. Ding, 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 ding. Zoop. Next order.
Honeycrisp.
Did I actually order something?
Yes, you
Honey
did.
crisp. How many?
I will take a bushel. Bushel. That's the word,
Bushel.
right? Yeah. I will take a bushel.
I get curious and go ahead and see what's inside the
Tall
forge.
order.
So what have you two been up to in here?
I may have ordered an apple of discovery, but I'm not certain.
A
Nor
gala
do I
apple
know
of
what that
discovery.
means.
Hmm.
You hear the Almirage say, blackened.
That's my rabbit.
Indeed it is.
Blackened apple? Okay. Coming up. Bloom.
You certainly like your apples well done.
What else?
Granny Smith.
Granny Smith apple. Okay. And how many?
3.
3. Zoop. Next order.
This is fascinating.
Could we perhaps get some black diamond apples?
Say what?
For those of you who do not know what a black diamond apple looks like, give me a moment.
That's Morgul.
Yeah. More Galwood.
I have a request. Might be a tall order. Could you perhaps provide an apple of endless possibility?
We don't have that kind of magic here.
Okay. It's worth asking.
Black diamond apple.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost extra.
I figured it might.
How many?
I'll take a couple.
Speaking of cost,
Oh my goodness! That is beautiful!
Yeah, it's just literally a black/purplish apple.
spe-
Cool!
speaking of cost, how are we expected to pay for this?
If they take gold, I have gold.
What?
Suddenly we have
Guess some
no
of them look a
sound.
little bit more. Oh, what?
Sound.
From Justin.
Sound.
Testing. Everyone, sound off.
We can't
Testing,
hear it.
testing.
There
1,
we
2,
go.
3.
Okay. We had a glitch.
Okay.
Is there
I'm
anything in
assuming
the cache
something's up with
gallery?
No one's in the cache
All
gallery.
of my audio levels are reporting good.
Okay.
But they can also look like that, posted in general.
Okay.
Am I currently in the shop with everyone?
Did you want to go there?
Well, I was going to follow them first and then go to Trinket.
Okay, yeah. What would you like?
Could you do a golden encrusted classic red apple?
Interesting order.
I have a feeling
Zoom.
everyone's orders is very telling of something subconscious from the way that we're being reacted to.
I'm going to be right back.
Barnabas says, 6 custard apple, please. Zoom.
Is that different from the apple bomb?
No, it is the apple bomb
Then why call it something different?
because it's also a custard apple that you can eat.
Unless he knows what its true name is, because he's from here.
That's true too. I don't know what a Granny Smith apple becomes. So, then again, I've always been the sour note. So,
Ha
All right. So.
I was
this-
going to say something about its tartness being telling on your personality, but I thought that would not go over well.
no, it's better for me to say that about my own personality.
I just didn't want you to think I was calling you a tart.
I am many things. I am not a tart.
Exactly. Anyway, sorry, Justin.
One moment. I need to look through my notes.
I've hung around with tarts before. Some of them are nice, some of them are not.
I'm rather fond of apple tarts. They're pretty good.
Red love
Okay.
apples always look neat too, come to think of it. But anyway.
So, that will be for your whole order. I'll do 40 ruby acorns.
Ah,
Acorns?
We only have gold.
Gold.
I hold up a gold coin. This is the currency that we have where we come from.
It would be useful in recipes.
It would appear our money is no good here.
That does make
was a
some sense.
problem.
No?
Sorry, we don't accept that.
Have you a tavern nearby?
Yes.
I will be back.
I see we're on the same page.
You have me going to the tavern to earn
See
us
about
currency.
see about I have you doing nothing. This is of your own volition.
Yes, that's very true. Oh boy,
I-
let's see
I
here.
would like to ask the forge smith if there is a money exchange
That was a
area
good question.
in this
Or if
town.
there's perhaps something else we can do to pay for this order. Because I hate to see
Well-
that he done any work for nothing.
I meant kind of like at airports when you exchange money when you go to different countries.
No, I understand fully what you meant.
Yeah,
Guy being a monk, he wants to make good.
The one that would know about something like that would be Morleville.
Hmm.
That's a 30.
As
What
you
is-
start to play, you notice that everybody keeps coming up to you, and instead of giving you money, they go, "That was amazing. Thank you so much. That was really good. Thank you so much. That was amazing."
Well,
Okay, this
that's a
place
little different.
Some
doesn't
of them
tip.
start also trying to push their emotions toward you.
Emotions. Uh-oh.
Suspicious. Alright.
No, not suspicious, just overwhelming.
No, just some more meaning. How does one go about getting money here then?
Can I head over to Morleville?
Presumably plucking it from the tree itself.
Probably.
Now, I can accept other types of payment.
Such as.
Hmm.
Some of the items on you all look rather interesting. I do
Like.
deal in a nice barter and trade system here.
I see.
What looks interesting to you?
That bunny.
That's going to be a no, and that's not any of our decisions.
Mossper, that is up to you to decide.
No, I'm okay.
The Almirage has spoken, and it's not even really an Almirage.
Hmm. What about that trinket on your arm, sir?
Bracelet.
My bracelet.
I like it.
I suspect I like it more, and I'm not willing to part with it for sentimental and personal reasons.
Okay.
I have a
Then we
shard of
can do it the
dragonhorn.
old-fashioned Fey way. Something on your person that has the emotional worth of what these are worth.
Can I hold
I
up?
pull
Any
out the
Fey person can tell if its emotional value is worth what you say it is. Tralia, what were you asking?
I said, can I hold up Krenko's ring because I'm trading it for a weapon of defense? Hopefully.
As he takes it for a moment,
It was a binding contract between me and somebody else.
there's a great deal of emotion here. Personal to you all, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Will it pay for everyone's?
Maybe.
I remove my gloves.
Are you wanting to part with this? Or would you like to go talk to Morlaville and see if you can trade your gold
What do you guys
for some ruby acorns?
I have another thing in mind. I pull out this shard of Asion's horn.
Ah,
That is
Hmm.
emotionally charged. That is highly emotionally charged.
This has been with us for some time. A trophy of a battle to save someone we had just met. We were recently tracked down by the brother of the being this came from, and unfortunately had to destroy him and level a town. I
Mm-hmm.
tried to offer this as a memento, but it only enraged him more.
Both of these items have a lot of emotion. This right here is an interesting bit of emotion because its wearer has lost something dear.
A finger, from what I
Great.
understand.
And this also has great emotion. Both of these items hold a great value. However, their value is worth far more than these weapons.
Weapons?
Keep your ring and your horn. I think I have something.
Yes, okay.
I take
But
off my gloves.
I'm I'm sorry, did he just call these apples weapons?
Yes,
yep.
you did. This is a forgery.
Did not mishear them.
I hold out the gloves.
Tell me the story.
You see this mark on the back of my hand? I use them to hide it.
A lot of emotion. And you wish to pay with this.
Yes.
Perhaps we should talk with this Marlaville he keeps mentioning.
Acceptable trade.
Or not.
They are gloves. You could replace.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just that. You forget I'm the one here with a contract. Not everyone needs to know that that's what this is, but
I'll
Yeah.
accept these. As you see the Fae put them on.
they do look nice.
Never quite had a pair myself.
They do suit you.
Acceptable. Boop. He sets a box in front of you all. As you open the box, it contains each of your orders in baskets stacked on top of one another.
What's the first basket?
I suppose we just split it up by person. Who
That's what I
remembers what
mean.
they ordered?
Everybody,
I remember pretty much
everybody
everyone's
gets their
orders.
order. So whatever you ordered and however many, put that into your inventory. Write it down.
Okay. I
Ooh.
have
3 Granny Smith apples.
I have one forged gala apple,
didn't
hopefully
get
of discovery.
one.
And write down what you were feeling at the time of ordering it.
Confusion.
Curiosity.
Cautious.
So this is a weapon.
2 black.
Actually, I guess I should first ask, am I putting a single weapon down or the quantity that is a bushel?
Quantity. That is a bushel.
2 black diamond apples.
A bushel is quite a lot, though. A bushel is like 32 some odd.
Nostalgia.
Mine is 16 cautious.
Okay.
Oh, a bushel is equivalent to 9.3 liquid gallons.
Yeah, that's not apples.
Yeah. Let's see.
For the sake of prosperity, we're going to
Bushel
call it
of
12.
apple is 40. A bushel of apples equals 42
42
to 48
pounds.
pounds of apples.
That is a lot of apple.
120 medium size, enough for about 29-inch pies, or 16 to 20 quarts of applesauce.
Okay, so then the question
Oh,
becomes,
what have you done, McNick?
so then the question now becomes, how are you going to carry?
That's a very
All
good
of these
question.
I
apples.
don't think you are carrying them. I think you may be asking Morgul very, very, very nicely if he will do so.
Yeah, I'll pack Mule your apples if you ask.
Morgul, would you like some apples?
I'll take a few. And by a few, I mean I'm gonna help you carry these things around.
And then I'll just share them with pretty much everyone.
Mosper, would you
Now,
like me to hold on to your
as
blackened apple,
I
or are you going to eat
mentioned,
it?
We're very
I'm
new
going to
here.
save it.
Okay, I will trust your judgment.
Are the
You see the apples gone.
I'm not going to ask.
What, McNick?
Are the apples simply throwing projectiles, or are they other types of weapons?
You will have to see.
I pick up one of the Granny Smiths. What does it look just like an apple?
Looks just like an apple.
All right, so I've written mine down as Gala Apple, requested as Gala Apple of Discovery, ordered while massively confused.
I put 3
Okay.
forged Granny Smith apples, ordered in a mix of curiosity and irony.
I put 2 black diamond apples, nostalgia.
Okay.
Nick, what did
Everybody
you...
just remember these things.
Yeah, we'll tell you whenever you just have to hand them out so you don't get confused.
Yeah.
We're writing them down so that they don't have to be remembered.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I did. I
Alright.
put it in the notes.
Same.
Well, if you all ever need any other apples forged, you know where to find me.
Mhm.
That we do.
Can you make weaponry or armor?
If the right components are found, yes.
What sort
I-
of components? I feel I must ask.
Depends on what you're needing.
I mean, is it more apples or
No.
peach, zucchini?
What would it take to armor Barnabas?
I have bushel
For you
of
to what, Tralia?
Honeycrisp apples, like 40, ordered while determined.
Okay.
What, Tralia?
Ask the forge smith what would it take to armor Barnabas?
Now that is an interesting question.
Oh. We're asking for armor. He's a minimal, I suppose. Should ask about Rorthal as well. That is, if you would wear it, Rory.
I would.
Well, there we go.
Well, if you wish to armor your companions, I'm going to need something.
And that is.
I'm going to need some vines. I'm going to need a couple of rocks. And most importantly, a baked apple pie with brown sugar on the top.
Hmm.
I think we know just the person for that.
We will more than likely be back. I, however, go to Marlaville's to see about
Yeah.
the gold situation.
I'm going to follow because I am walking as though in a dream.
Yeah, I'll go to Morville as well.
I follow.
I'm
just
assuming the rabbit just kind of follows me because that's her default.
So you all are going to Morlaville's?
Yes.
Yep.
Should we not see what our weapons are first?
They are apples.
Yes, but
I
what do they
tried
do?
asking for more detail and just got "you will
I
see."
got, they are apples.
They are apples. They are literally that. Until you decide to try and use them, they are currently apples.
As I have only one,
They
I'm
have
going to
the
just let it be.
density of apples. They have the look of an apple, of the same kind of apple that you ordered. They look just like that kind of apple.
They're basically apple bombs that we don't know what's going to happen when we throw them.
We
If
don't
you
even
want
know
to
if they're
think of it
bombs.
that way, yes.
Or if you try to smash someone in the face with it, you might stab them through the head.
Or perhaps try to eat it.
I just want
And
to
then
know.
it just doesn't do anything.
I mean, it might not do anything. It might do something.
Yeah, it might stab
You
you
might
like
wish
it
for
would anyway.
a nice spice while you're eating it and have a slight kick. You might also get a slight kick.
So what does the inside of Morlaville's look like?
As you all go into Morlaville's, it is very extravagant. There are many different types of trophies, of things that are just little odds and ends that are in cases. And as you see, walking down from a staircase where there was a nice little library, you see a man walking, reading, with a big fur coat and a pair of glasses on, with pointed ears.
Hello.
Hello. May I help you?
Yes. We are visitors from a different realm with currency we cannot use.
The book snaps closed as he appears right in front of you all, quickly.
You're fast.
From another realm, you say?
Yes, I believe it's called the material plane.
How fascinating.
And we came with gold that we cannot use.
I am Morlaville. Morlaville Gazaroth.
Pleasure.
I need you to tell me what you're looking for.
What sort of currency is used in the Feywild?
Many
We've been here
different
less
types.
than we've been here less than 2 days.
Bartering. That is one. Another is the same ideal, but with things that have high levels of emotion to you. Another thing that you can use are favors. Asking what this individual needs. Do it, and you will get the thing that you are promised. And also, just simply ruby acorns. However, some Fays love their contracts, and they will only accept contracts.
Yep, that tracks.
That tracks very strongly.
How
Here's
much
an
would
odd thought. Is it possible to transfer a contract from one to another?
Willingly, by all parties involved.
Necessarily. Everyone has to agree.
Like, say,
And
purely
yeah.
hypothetically, if she has a contract with someone and wants to give her end of it to another.
No.
Let me see the contract.
Purely speculative.
That kind of contract cannot be transferred, no. Fearbolg, you asked a question.
How many ruby acorns would 10 gold get?
You all are new here, right?
Barely.
I tell you
Not-
what,
Not so new, we can't tell when we're being hoodwinked.
Exactly.
it's not a hoodwink. I'll do you this. You do me a favor, and every piece of gold that you have, its exact value, I will translate into ruby acorns.
To do you a
We're
favor.
not
I want an
looking
even
to-
exchange.
We're not
I
looking
don't
to give you
deal
all of our
in
gold.
even exchanges.
Sorry, Mignick, did you say something?
Yes, I said we're not giving away all of our gold. We're not
That was-
transferring it all.
That was kind of my take too.
I mean,
Yeah.
Then I tell you what, you do my favor, and I'll take however many of your gold pieces that you want, and I'll translate them into the acorns.
That seems a bit more fair.
that sounds reasonable.
Wouldn't that be overpaying if you're only giving us the exact amount of gold and we're doing you a favor?
If you're giving me 10 pieces of gold, then I will be giving you your gold is worth.
To be fair, that's also foregoing any kind of transfer rate.
Relatively the same.
I think
2
the
per
transfer.
1 piece.
Okay,
So 20.
So only 20.
Correct.
that's not bad.
Is it?
How much did he charge us for the weaponry?
48, I think it was.
So it's hardly anything.
We are better off with bartering, it seems. I will
Indeed.
simply hold on to this until I find someone who likes shiny things, because Lord knows, someone may decide they like the gold simply for its significance to us. Because to us, gold is worth its weight. And we are not planning to move here.
I
Also
suddenly
true.
remember something he read about Faye and fondly caresses his iron quarterstaff.
No.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just making everyone aware via narrative that I have remembered that I have this thing.
Oh.
And if it matters, now the DM realizes that I am aware of that aspect.
How about I do this? You give me an item of great significance, and I will give you a very nice lump sum of acorns that can be utilized with your travel.
Just curiosity, if you will have me. What is the standard of fare one would
Whoa,
go?
hang on. You cut your hair.
You just noticed that.
Welcome to the stream.
You just noticed that?
Justin.
Yeah, you know what else? I shaved.
You
Yeah.
did.
I did.
I
And look,
I
look,
only
I'm Lin Miranda himself.
And
I
Izzy,
only look at everybody's faces the majority of the time. I don't look at hairstyles or
we have
anything
shaved
like
face and
that.
2 haircuts. How did you not notice?
Did you do something to your hair as well?
Me?
Yeah.
Indeed, she did.
Oh, well, how about that? Chase, your hair looks just like it normally
Yeah,
does.
normally does.
It's a mop.
And I look exactly the same, in case you haven't noticed.
You look just as beautiful as always, my dear.
No, 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 no. Something's different about you. You're pink.
I mean,
Now, how about it? I think
I,
that's a
I
fair
had
deal.
a question. I had a question.
To Morthal or to me?
Morthal. How
Mor-
is the
Morlaville.
Morville.
Sorry, Morlaville.
Morville.
Thank you. What is the standard of fare a native would go through for getting one of these acorns?
Acorns have been retrieved by many different ways. Emotional events, triumphs in their lives, they are awarded them. Going and finding ruby trees. And also working odd jobs.
I'm sorry, emotional events? They're
Correct.
rewarded by
Correct.
someone, or do they simply appear?
They simply appear.
This round gets more and more interesting.
Is there not
Da, 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 da,
concern
da,
over
da, da.
anyone having too emotional of a time and therefore getting too much?
It doesn't work like that.
If
It
it
has
did,
to
can you
be
imagine?
an emotional event that affects you in a great way. In a personal way.
I
Or a
apologize.
triumph that you have worked hard to achieve.
I apologize for my potentially incessant questioning, but I come from a very densely populated area where it is not entirely uncommon for one to go through a number of those events within the span of a single moon.
Well, then it would seem that your people in my realm would be very rich.
I see.
I hold up a flask that has a very, very probably alien looking symbol on it. It shares the same symbol as the holy symbol I carry of the group that I'm with.
First I've heard of this.
What is this worth?
This flask. Tell me its story.
I'm a member of a religious group that worships a deity called the Void. That is one of my holy symbols.
The holy symbol itself, if it were an originator, would be worth a lot. However, this flask does not.
Yeah, why not? I have no reason to keep carrying this around. I hold up the dragon horn again. And I tell him the same story that I told the man at the forgery. Gnome.
Anyone else?
Since you,
I was going to say, do you and I want to get rid of these goblin rings?
well, what I was going to suggest, since you never said that I dropped it, DM, out of the emotion of fear and curiosity, I still have the bark that I used to hide.
Did you say Dan?
She said DM.
Oh.
I still have the bark I used to hide. What is it worth?
I'm just imagining drawing it just like there.
I think
Just-
someone just shit a brick.
Just carrying around a wooden frickin'
A wooden
you know,
shield.
as you do.
Well, she has the strength to.
As
Yeah.
you do.
ostensibly it's a tree scab. Let's be honest here.
But it's a living tree scab. So what is it worth?
Also, just the fact that
Oh,
fucking
no!
Doriander didn't say fucking anything the whole time she was carrying it around.
It regenerates. I mean,
Yeah.
bark grows back. Has Tralia just become very, very rich?
Hang on.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Fuck
This
me.
belongs to my
I didn't.
uncle.
No. Wait. Hang on. I didn't say that you. Okay. Wait. No. I took.
You didn't say
Did I
I
not?
dropped it. You
Did
did
any of
not
you
say I
hear
dropped
me?
it.
I didn't say that she.
You didn't.
You never said that. You never
She
You
said
hid
not.
that.
behind it. She hid behind it. She hid behind it. She went back up the tree.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's all you said. You never said
The-
you dropped it.
The presumption there being that she continued to use it on her way up the tree, the same way she used it going down, and then
And
no
for-
other word of it after.
Yep.
Sorry, man. I legitimately am as bothered as you look by things like this continuing to happen at the hands of Sarah.
Sarah just silently breaking the game down.
So me siding with her is painful, but I have to follow the
Yeah.
Okay. This bark has seen a great many things. However, that is not what I find interesting. What I find interesting is its ties to you. It has familial ties. You wish to part with it.
Depends on how much you give.
I'll tell you what. A piece of bark from a treant is worth a great deal here in the Feywild to people that would misuse it.
What do you mean misuse it?
It can be used in many different ways.
As things from different creatures are used back on our plane for various purposes,
Magical components.
it
Actually, it
is
occurs
the
to me that
same here.
you use this to guard yourself from view of whatever that creature was. It could have been a magical property that shielded you less than the physical barrier. Might be worth hanging on to.
Could be.
Tell me how much.
100 ruby acorns.
That's a lot. 50
Sounds-
gold comparison.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough. I'm sorry. I take it back.
Probably better that you hold on to it anyway.
It wouldn't be enough to split among the 5 of us.
Then what I will ask is what you wish to do.
I start puttering around the shop a little bit.
I did hand him that shard of Asion's horn.
Yeah.
This horn has a great value to it. And the story is told within the horn itself. There's much death surrounding this horn as well.
And anger and frustration.
I'll tell you what. $50 acorns.
Done.
It is. I was going to say, it is otherwise not necessarily something we will ever use.
I've
We
had
are
it for a
not-
while. I've
You see him
enjoyed having it. I don't need it.
put
We
it
are also not
into.
alchemists.
You see him put it into a display case. The deal is done. As he
You said
a
50,
bag
right?
of
Yes.
Yeah.
ruby acorns
Take it.
Morgul seems to have been pondering about something this whole time.
What's up
What is
with
it, big one?
I don't know if it'd be of much worth to you, but he pulls out something from one of his sacks. It's just essentially a composite, more or less sketchbook of painting he's been doing. This is something I kind of established early on. He tends to paint whenever there's been a significant event that's happened on there for that.
Hmm.
So he hands the book over.
The entire book.
The entire book.
my heavens?
You see him.
There's like paintings of seascapes, paintings of battles, paintings of just
He
landscapes.
stops on one painting. Tell me. What is this? As it shows the book.
Something that caused a lot of pain.
And tell me. And you've never noticed this before. Who's this in the corner?
I'll take a moment to look.
You can see that it looks like Civic reaching out like this toward you. But you see that there's somebody grabbing a hold of him, pulling him back.
Flip of the brush, I guess.
I'm gonna lean in and take a look as well. See if that
Is
seems in any way familiar, because that sounds familiar.
It's familiar to the story that you all heard
is this by chance your
of
city?
where. Yes.
You do make a lovely couple, I must say.
For a bit
I
of
tell you what.
for a bit of comedic relief, by the way, while you guys were doing that, Miknik was kind of hopping, trying to get a look.
Right,
I'll
right.
tell
Here we
you
go.
what.
Yep. Satisfied?
70 rupees.
You can always start a new sketchbook. Fine.
Pleasure doing business.
Is there anything interesting in the shop itself?
Looking around, you see a multitude of things. That there's books, that there is weapons, that there are random trinkets like ladles, spoons, forks, mugs, tablecloth.
Anything for pets?
Let me roll.
I did a general charisma check to kind of just send out my emotions to see if it leads me to anything, and it was a 22 total.
BRB, one sec. I'll be right back.
Yes,
Okay.
there are pet things.
Like,
There is a set of armor that is actually it looks like a ball, and he has a couple of them.
when
What are
That
those
could
for?
maybe.
I'm asking Marlaville. What are those for?
These are utilized to protect animals.
Specific animals or any animal?
If acquired, they can be used for any kind of animal
Fascinating.
until their time has run their course.
How long do they last?
Until damaged enough to no longer provide protection.
Would they then be repairable? Or would
They
that
should
just...
be repairable, yes.
You
Interesting.
say until their time has run their course. That sounds very vague and ominous.
Until this armor has seen its battles run, it will last. As will any armor.
Such
But
as combat is over, the armor will then turn back into a ball, essentially.
if enough, over the table, if enough damage has been done to the armor, then it will revert back to the ball state in which that it needs to be repaired.
Oh, it then... Okay.
So it
And
can
it
be
can be reutilized if
okay.
Right,
So
properly upkept.
basically just like any armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he said, it's essentially like any other armor.
Whenever I can, I'd like to attempt another trade.
Ask him how much one of those is.
Okay, what's the trade?
I hold out my staff with the cherry blossom petals on the top. Click one.
No.
How much is one petal worth?
Hmm. I'm more interested in the entire staff.
Not for sale. How much is one petal?
Over table here, Trolley is a cold, calculating bitch. And there is practically no emotional attachment to anything that I'm sensing from her.
That a
She's
petal from
reserved.
that.
That's what it is. She's reserved. She has attachment. It's just very well held in.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to read its emotions, please.
It just seems so calculated all the time, though, you know? Not
Oh,
reserved, like conniving.
over table. My
Yes.
wife is very calculating.
Don't
In
let the
this
love
game-
of puppies fool you.
In this game, and in literally any other game or in real life. She thinks things through over way too much to a T, to where whatever result that she wants to get, typically it will happen.
It's a good thing.
And if it doesn't, she will keep finding a way to try and make it happen. And she oftentimes catches me off guard with a lot of the things that she says and that she does to make things have an outcome. I don't know how to explain them. As you all can tell, she's done a great multitudinous amount of things in this campaign. And it is because she thinks things when she is being quiet, she's calculating. And then she has a plan. She then executes the plan and has a propensity to fuck with my head. I love you, dear.
And that's funny. You were
I've
just like,
had people
"Hey,
say
it's
similar things about me before.
Justin, as
All
somebody
of
who
you,
GMs
in
their
some
significant...
form or fashion, have fucked with this campaign, and the entirety of you have completely fucked my campaign. However,
You are welcome.
this, she's not giving away the entire staff.
Hmm.
She's giving away a petal.
Mm-hmm.
So, allow him to hold it.
As long as you do not damage it.
He holds it in the palm of his hand. This, I like as well. I'll tell you what. I'll do 60 rubies.
Make it 65.
What makes it 65?
It's familial. It's
The
a long.
familial bond, though, is to the person that you have not met.
It doesn't matter. It's the person who raised the person I was raised with. Which means lessons were taught through generations that I've obtained.
Is this not also a entity whose power you wield?
He waves his hand over it again. You did teach under this individual. Roll a charisma check.
Oh, mercy.
This is.
Well, she's rolling that, Justin. I will say, as somebody who GMs their significant other, that's just something that's gonna happen.
I know. She loves to do it.
You know
Because
why?
then she, after the session is ended, she always goes, "Did you see what I did? Did you see what I did? Did you see what I did?" And I'm like, "Yes."
You know what it is because you two are a couple and have been for a long time.
Mhm.
She gets in your head more than anyone else because she knows more than anyone else how you think.
Yep,
Exactly.
that's the way that works.
Mm-hmm.
Dane, haven't I more than once broken something you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually
Okay.
by getting the wrong nat 20.
Okay. What did you roll?
Okay, I have a 17 plus 2. So
Damn
19.
it.
19.
Okay. You won. He rolled a 10.
Ow!
So 65?
65. I will do
65.
65.
Deal. Be careful not to bruise it.
You see him put it in one of his cases in his display. Now, you all were interested in some of my things.
I'd
Yes,
like to buy
these,
one.
You all have currency now. Would you like to buy?
that again depends
I-
on cost.
I have
One armor.
one further question, if I may.
Sure.
Have you ever provided a currency as a result of a memory you helped create?
Explain.
Having drinks with a friend?
Are you meaning, do I deal in memories?
Yes and no.
Sounds like it.
I do love a good memory. Are you wishing to part with one?
I was
I would be
wishing to
careful
help
about
create
trading.
one with you.
You're wanting to create a memory.
Almost sounds like Mick's flirting with you.
No, it sounds like Micknick's about to get someone hammered.
I'm not sure what exactly he's talking about.
Explain the way that this trade would go and what you're wanting to get out of it.
I'm just simply interested. Charisma.
Does sound like Mick's flirting.
It really does sound like. It sounds like he's wanting to treat you with a good time so you have your own pleasant association.
So that was an 18, and McNick goes on to say, I'm simply wanting to exchange goods for services.
That does
I
not make that
didn't
any
know
better.
Over the table, y'all get your heads out of the gutter. He is actually meaning that innocently.
There is
Over the
a
table.
meaning to
Over
that.
the table. Morgal is misinterpreting that.
Moxie's going to tease you about this relentlessly. Man, he has game. Goodness.
McNick proceeds to pull out a jug of moonshine and places it on the counter.
There
Let's
is
have
no
a drink.
innocent interpretation of this.
Let's
Yes,
have
there is, but
So, you're wanting to share a drink. For what?
Make some memories.
Whilst I do love a good memory, in my shop, when one is trying to give me something, they need to purchase something or trade me something in return. Therefore, if we are drinking to something, I will put a monetary value onto the memory.
Okay.
placing the monetary value on the memory, I'll wager a bet. A contest of drinking shall commence.
That's going to be interesting.
Oh
Sneak
yeah.
test never failed.
Okay.
If I win,
Okay. I see where you're going here.
if I win this bet, each of you give me another thing that is worth a great multitude, and I get to choose what it is.
My friends are not in this.
No, I'm not in this.
This is simply between you and me. This is not something that involves my friends.
Choose something out of my shop, then, that you would like. Because the
simply-
only thing that I've seen you all have interest in are those pet armors over there.
I have the ability to.
Wow.
Actually, I should ask, are these as good as the ones they'd have to offer at the Apple Forgery?
They're the exact same kind, yeah.
Oh, well.
Except those are currently actually forged. You don't need the items to create them.
Well, those items don't seem too terribly difficult to obtain.
Well,
aside from
possibly the
last.
baked apple high with brown sugar on top. Who's to say they have brown sugar around here? It might not be as plentiful.
That's a good point.
Mhm.
Maybe it's blue sugar or something weird like that.
So, we need to come to the terms.
I propose one thing.
Hmm?
If we are to take this, Mick does not take this alone.
What?
What?
Fine.
Make it
I'll
a
take your
competition
offer.
amongst us, rather than just one of us.
How
think
many of you would
it's-
like to participate?
I don't drink.
I'm in.
The hell you don't.
Tralia?
I've never drank.
Okay.
I'll
Only-
actually rephrase then. I try to avoid drinking.
There, that's more fair.
Technically-
So hard.
So we got Mick,
Over-
Nick, and Morgall.
I was gonna say, over table, alcohol does not count for resistance to poison, does it?
Alcohol is a poison.
They're technically completely different, and that's important because I play a paladin in another game who is resistant to poison but can get drunk as fuck. So that's important.
Ostensibly, you wouldn't ever succumb to alcohol poisoning,
No,
but everything
you
else would be
wouldn't.
exactly the same.
Yeah,
Over
pretty much.
table, Australia has never drank.
Oh,
we've-
really? Okay.
Anytime we've ever
I,
had a club, I've never drank.
I
Yeah.
looks with curiosity at the Almirage.
What, you
What?
think
That's
the bunny's
you.
gonna get in on the conversation?
I'm just
She says-
curious what he's gonna do.
She-
It's a she.
She.
You want me to drink?
Can you? Can you hold your alcohol?
Can you?
That thing has done some curious things, and I'm just looking at it with curiosity.
I don't know why this has gotten me out of character to lift up the thing of vodka. I've been mixing with some stuff there for that.
I do want to mention that Mick was bringing this up as an aside to gain currency and not.
Yeah,
I know. It's become something else though.
Yeah.
that as tends to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The Almirage says, "Sure, I'll do it if you want."
No, guys.
I then gently pick her up and set her up on the counter. There.
No, you're not climbing on the desk, Blue.
So,
Or
My
the
cat.
participants,
I know. I'm just like, do we have carrot vodka or something? That's fine.
Rorthal says, "I'm not doing that."
Uh,
As
Nah, you're
Barnabas
good.
says, "I'm too young."
I'm honestly
Yeah.
grateful, Rorthal.
Yeah, you and me both. So the participants are as follows: the Almirage, the Goliath, and the Cleric.
All
You
three
see
of
him
which
snap.
can likely drink you under the table.
You see him snap his neck as he
I'm sorry. What?
He
Takes off
cracks
his-
the neck and takes off
Okay.
the coat.
takes off his robe,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a rather built, thick
God.
elven
Dummy
Just
thick.
imagine I'm just imagining we think
underneath.
it's just all draped in magical stuff, and then it's just this fucking bodybuilder that comes.
He
It's
is
King Boomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy
that's what
is
I was
Holy
picturing.
shit!
built like a brick shit house.
Oh lord. Okay.
The
I'm still
robes were covering him completely, other than his
Purple
head. That's why I told you that
D20,
they're
do not
big,
fail me now.
furry, elaborate kind of
The way
robes.
me saying that all three of you guys can drink him under the table, count that for bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Oh.
been a while since he
Oh.
used that one.
D8.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh. Okay.
You are clever. Okay,
Let's
I'll
make
take
this
that.
interesting. Okay.
It's been a while since you whipped that one out.
As you
I like the
see
way you think.
the robe fall off, you hear an audible as it hits the ground.
Oh great, he's gonna rock Lee our asses.
Does the floor shake?
That's like
It does.
Oh, I should remove this shard of Dragonhorn. Beep.
in another time, in another place.
Fine. Then we shall begin. He throws out a couple of shot glasses in front of us.
So, what's the poison?
The poison
Moonshine.
is what he provided, unless you wish to change the terms.
Oh no, I'm
As he
fine.
snaps his finger, you see a cabinet of different poisons that are in his own closet.
Morgul's just like,
Micknick's and Morgul's jaws drop to the ground as they see this multitudinous amount of alcohols.
"Eeh."
Many
Oh.
bottles
So,
my day, but my goodness.
shall we
I'm
begin?
I'm sorry to do this because I know it's going to interrupt the flow and it's just me being pedantic. But you often say multitudinous amount of something when you could
Yep.
say multitude of something.
I
Yeah.
like the word
He
likes-
multitudinous.
Justin
Okay,
really likes
enough.
that word, and that has been a thing that's been around since like high school for him. I
Mhm.
can say that
Fair
for a
enough.
fact.
Mm-hmm. Chase and Sarah have heard me say it for
Well,
many
now that
years.
I've verified it is now that I've verified it's an actual word and I understand why you use it, I won't say anything else about it.
It is just because I think it sounds really fancy and makes me sound smarter. So,
Wibbly wobbly,
Anywho.
timey wimey verbiage.
All right.
now,
Blue, I'm rolling dice. I don't have treats up here. I don't have
he starts
meep up
pouring the
here.
shots.
Just dice.
Shot number 1.
Right. I'm not gonna actually do this in time with that. That
All
would
right.
be insane.
Magicadoola, magicadoola, wibbity bobbity boo.
Oh, that's a good roll even before I do anything with inspiration, which I'm gonna hold that. Let's see.
You see the Almirage go. Zzz.
Oh,
Put down the shots and you drink them all up.
21
Bibbidi
for
bobbidi
me.
boo.
If that's a con save.
Yeah.
Okay,
Given
21.
that Micknick hasn't needed to do con saves for most of the drinking over the last few sessions, at what point does Micknick need to start?
You have
Fair
not
point.
exceeded 4 shots.
Ah,
Micknick can do 4 shots without needing to do that.
does Morgul have to kind of match in that therefore that, or does, like, how do we want to He's
We'll
a
start doing it.
sailor. Okay.
We'll start doing it after. For Morgul, we'll do 5.
Do you want me to
Just
hold
because-
that 21 then that I just rolled?
Yeah,
Okay.
hold that.
Okay.
Hold that. Because since
Hmm.
your body mass is greater, and also you're a sailor, but Micknick is a heavy alcoholic drinker that can hold his liquor,
Air that.
you all can almost match each other pretty much pound for pound when it comes to it.
Then
Doesn't
Bun
mean
Bun,
anything to Jen.
the mystical
So-
Bun Bun is kind of its own anomaly of I don't know how it consumes liquor.
All right. Shot
So-
number 2.
I'm convinced your rabbit's a demon. I'm at this point.
Nat 20, baby.
Real quick,
Ooh.
in character, Kai looks to Rory and says, "Come on, let's take a walk while they finish this pissing contest." Out of character, I'm gonna go Pete.
Piss.
Take a
You're
piss.
gonna go piss. Okay.
They're
good.
gonna take a piss while they are taking the piss.
Exactly.
Since he rolled a nat 20,
Mhm.
he gets to do 2 shots in a row.
That brings us to
3.
3.
That's him at 3, and that's you all at 3.
3 as well.
Okay. Next up,
4.
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah, pretty good at this point.
All right.
Still looking good.
Nick.
Next shot.
He's still looking good.
Shot number 5.
Shot 5. You have to roll now, Mick.
Yeah. I was asking if he is still looking good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
He's
question.
holding his own.
All right.
The
That was
Almirage is
a-
keeping up.
Non-nat 20.
Not bad.
Not bad. Okay.
Because I
Here
don't
we
know
are.
exactly
Next
how
shot.
he's calculating for this moonshine. So 21 for me.
All right. You all start to see him kind of.
That was a 15.
All right. Next shot.
Morgul seems to be like pounding his shot glass between shots as if in rhythm at this point.
This is like. Has everybody seen Squid Game
So, yeah.
21.
so far? This
Mhm.
is like
I have.
those little sugar cookies. It's like that moment.
Oh,
but it's
those.
going.
Yeah.
It's panning back and forth between everybody.
I really want to make those. Babish, Babish made like a
It's
recipe thing
a
for those. I want to make
dime.
them.
It's not a treat.
So close to a nat 20. So natural 19.
Uh-huh.
22.
There's a point somewhere in the mix. No one really pinpoints it except maybe the host here. But there's flute music with a certain energy.
Okay.
24.
You've already bardicked us, so.
I know, but it's one person over the course of 10 minutes unless I read it wrong. So
Ah, fair enough.
it is just a matter of I have played something to hopefully liven the show a little bit.
So, what was the amount we're supposed to be adding to our rolls?
It would be a
It's
D8, but it's 1D8 for one
1d8.
D20 roll, right? If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. That's why I'm holding it, because I've been rolling really fucking well. So yeah, 22 for Morgul.
I thought we had been applying it round after round before.
No, it's just once.
It's once.
He kind
Dark-
of pours his shot a little lazily as he
You alright
Uh.
there?
Yep.
Of course I am.
Yeah?
It can handle it. He's not down on the table yet.
Hasn't fallen down.
You know the rules till you hit your face on whatever surface is near you, you're good. Let's get going.
McNick got a number, a 16. Blah, 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 blah. McNick is doing better than Thane right
Damn.
now.
Morgul is gonna roll a bardic inspiration because otherwise it's gonna be okay, 19. We're good.
He rolled a nat 1.
Ooh, shit.
He starts to go for the.
You good there? Come
Timber!
on. You can take the boys.
Oh no! Mirage out of the way.
Nope, we can't take. How's the Almirage doing, by the way? That's actually
see
a
it.
really fucking good question.
I'm willing to bet
Unfazed.
no effect.
I imagine the Almirage hopped
Ooh.
out of the way before.
You
Mark
are a
could pick it up.
sturdy motherfucker. Okay. I kind of want to keep going with this to see how far I can drink that motherfucker under the table.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a funny feeling, even with Morgul, that would not happen.
Probably not.
You see him reach for something on his cabinet.
Good.
How's that coffee?
Morgul offers a fist-to-fist bump. Fucking Micnic at this point.
Kai walks back in with Rory, takes a second to assess the scene, and says, "He underestimated the moonshine, didn't he?"
He did.
No, he
They definitely
underestimated
did.
our friends.
Ah,
I
so
would say he
column A,
forgot to
so
eat
column
something,
B.
but clearly that is not the case.
No.
You have one halfling. As he puts his robe back on,
It was a fair fight.
he holds up the armor orbs.
My
As
friends.
I promised.
All right, I'll take one and
All right.
see if I can figure out how to apply it to Rory.
It was a fair go. Morgul offers his hand to shake. He's not a bad
Make
sport
the
about this
same.
sort of thing.
He shakes hands. Place it near whatever that you're wanting to place it on. And it will
Rory.
do the
Uh,
all that you need to do is feel it going on.
And Micnic, we need to do that again. Haven't done something like that since my sailing
Bralia,
days.
you
Boy, I
have
miss
an
it.
orb.
Definitely. Great memory.
Moxie, you have an orb. And now, Kai, you have an orb.
You have an orb! You have an orb! Everybody has an orb! Except for the people who don't have pets.
Orb.
Give it time. I know, Justin.
So I'm
So
just like,
I'll place mine
And-
near.
I had made a roll earlier.
stand still, Rory.
In the kerfuffle of everything, it got ignored. I had made a standard charisma check to see if there was an item somewhere in the shop that drew my attention.
Oh.
Oh, mentioned.
Wouldn't that fall more into perception, though?
Oh, yeah.
No, I just closed my eyes and pulled a
Oh.
charisma.
Felt it. Got it.
Yes, there is.
I walk over to it. What is it?
Ooh. Okay. Apparently that's the secret. I need to start mixing things. Okay.
It is a oblique dodecahedron.
No.
Best
It
respin of the
is-
deck of many things ever, by the way.
What looks like a severed hand.
Over the table. To answer what Toll was asking. I had once reskinned a deck of many things to essentially be a D20.
Oh,
Justin may remember this disastrous thing,
I do.
admittedly.
I do.
Yeah, it was great. So, like, once per day, they could roll this dodecahedron on there for that. It would cause random shit to happen. So, it was great.
Yeah, that was fuckered.
we once lost an entire session to a deck of many things.
Ooh, yeah.
We lost
That's normal.
2, I think.
No, in an amusing way. One person's soul got trapped. The other person tried to draw to see what they could do to get the soul out. His soul got trapped. A third person tried to draw to see what he could do to help out the other two. He was killed. The last person drew and got a wish and said, "I wish none of this had ever happened."
Justin, was it
Last-
Brandon that gave us a deck of many things that ended up
It was.
going horribly
Yeah.
wrong? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it went that way over the course of the
Oh.
entire
It didn't
session
go
because there
well.
was a lot of debate about whether they should keep going every single step of the way.
Yeah. That
Um,
tracks.
Well,
Well,
So you found a monkey's paw. I mean, a hand.
I was going to say
However-
it's a charisma roll, but
Okay, no, continue.
it would be probably persuasion. What is this?
Yes.
That is something that I got off of a trade from someone.
Well, reaching out with my emotions led me to it. Therefore, I would very much kindly request an explanation.
I got it off of a stranger, a wanderer, traveler. He traded it for currency. Nothing more, nothing less.
What does
Much
it do?
like what we're doing.
I'm not too sure. I don't often play with the things that people give me.
Can I ask what its emotional connection was? Because I know you pay attention to
The
that at
emotional
least.
connection was that it was his own hand.
heard of
Over table.
frosting an army
Damn!
bag, but
That's metal as hell.
16 arcane check. Is it magical?
so is that worth
Not
more
that you can
or
tell, no.
less than an arm?
What?
Wait, what?
What?
What was the question?
I was very jokingly asking, so is that worth more or less than an arm?
Slash leg. I think I get it.
Did he give you a name?
Why am I thinking this is Vexax's arm?
He did not give me a name. He just simply told me that he had a job that he needed to do.
That's peculiar.
Tall, possible cybernetics of some kind, or mechanical parts of some kind.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm not sure
Prosthetics.
cybernetics is a word that would be used in this setting.
No, that was
Yeah,
wrong.
no.
That was my bad.
Prosthetics. That'd be the word.
He rolled a 4, so he's forthcoming with a little bit more information.
It's probably not helping that he's probably drunk off his ass.
He is
Nah.
also. That's why he's losing his rolls.
Morgul
having
feels
to
like he has
subtract.
found himself a drinking buddy in the Feywild.
He has. He's having to subtract rolls.
Okay. You're good. You're good.
When I met this person, he had some kind of metal leg.
He spoke with a bit of a drawl, had a hat about like so.
He did not have a hat when I first met him.
When you first
Ah.
met
Well,
him.
yeah.
You've
But
met
And
him.
I've seen
subsequently.
him- I've seen him a few other times before. And each time that I had, he looks different.
Less of his natural body left.
Correct.
Okay.
How in the hell did I reach that conclusion based on it's a severed hand?
Yeah, it's very. Well, I mean, still, that's not a bad thing. Like
It was his own hand. What character do we
Yeah.
know who would possibly sacrifice his own hand? Oh yeah, Vexax.
Like one, literally fucking one.
That does sound like Vex.
I'm not sure if purchasing it would have any kind of significance for us.
Probably not. I'd wager.
You all see Ooblik come in.
Ooblik.
Hey.
apple steaks are ready.
Oh, fantastic. I'm parched.
Awesome. Do we have to owe you anything for that? I feel like it would be proper for us to pay you, obviously, but
No, I just fixed them.
you're a fantastic host.
I wouldn't feel right not showing some form of appreciation, so I handed him an
Morgul!
I had him an acorn.
Morgul, despite the obviously good checks, is feeling it a bit. So
Well, if you all, when you're done here, I'll be waiting out here, and I'll take you to my home.
Guys, I don't think
I
there's
see.
anything left we need to do here. It was mighty fine meeting you, and I turned towards the shopkeep.
Honestly, it was a
May
delight.
You have splendid memories.
I have a feeling that I'll see you all again at
I
some
would
point.
hope so.
I've been
Before
hearing
we-
that phrase from many people since we've come to this realm.
Well, I am a procurer of things.
Farewell. I do not envy you the headache you may have later.
Before
As
we
he
leave,
takes a bow. You all now have armored
Let's eat.
pets.
Rory's got armor. Now I need to find wolf armor. Woo!
Good on
And
now.
Barnabas sits there and looks at his armor as the Almirage.
Do you like it or do you not?
I will in a second. As you see her take the black apple. as it makes it completely black as you all see a helmet visor go right
I'm
over her
picturing
head
it's
like
an obsidian
like an
black.
executioner
Fucking
as the
Morgall is like,
Almirage horn is now covered in serrated blades.
at
Must be
last, the
black
worthy
knight.
of poor.
Blue, you will get food in
You
5
see
minutes.
that the armor is
4.
just pitch black, and now you hear her say, "That's much better."
I shine-
Alright!
Leon,
I mean,
That's
I
what
then
she used
grab
her
this-
apple for.
He's definitely a
Now.
demon. Got it. Okay.
My darling
Rory's
black knight.
armor looks almost like Roman armor in a way.
Oh,
Gladiator
The armor, the
Centurion.
helmet has a blade that looks like the mohawks that they have.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
Barnabas has 4 blades that come in between each of his wings, and he also has what looks like almost like a metal crown that comes around, allowing his ears to flop out of it. So
Aw.
Rory's armor is very gladiator inspired, and the Almirage looks like a Death Knight bunny now.
Hang on, I'm
It's
working on something.
Or-
Oh, Mirage!
Perfect.
This is
Oh,
glorious!
So-
Lord.
Barnabas now looks like some kind of
Elegant.
jet fighter with
Fighter
blades.
kitty.
Rory is now Rory the Roman.
Hmm.
Anybody that gets that,
Yes!
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll take my bow.
I love it.
I'll take
I
my
love
bow.
it very much.
Pandorica.
Yeah.
And the Almirage is it's a Death Knight bunny now. It's a Death Knight bun.
Well,
As
you are now officially my
Ooblik
knight in shining armor.
is waddling off in front of you all. Do follow if you'd like.
Morgall follows.
I
fast
follow.
as McNick. Let's eat.
Don't deny a host,
You see a winding path that goes into this part of the woods as you see a little hut. And you see billowing smoke just coming from it, and you all can smell the delicious smell of pies and other lovely flavors.
Hmm.
Almost like candy, and you
Oh,
smell the
dear.
apples, the fresh apple.
Hey, sorry. Working on something here. Thought you might
Oh
appreciate
my
it.
lord!
Oh, my lord.
I found this picture while looking for an Almirage, and I thought I'd do something with it since this is now a thing. So
Perfect!
I gotta do some work on the colors. But for now, preview over.
I was just going to have the Almirage use it to change her fur color and everything, but now that you all got the armor, I figured, why not?
Morgall
Night
still wants to drink
Almirage.
this fucking bunny under the table, but either way.
Yes, it's a demon bunny. We've
Yeah.
established this. It speaks infernal.
That does not
You all
discourage
see
your Goliath
Barnabas
from
jumping
challenging it.
off of the trees as the blades are helping him glide as he's starting to learn how to fly more now.
That's fantastic.
This is really fun.
I'm so proud of you, Barnabas.
Good little guy.
So wholesome, so adorable.
You see Rory go running up to trees, headbutting them.
No.
I'm a little stuck right now.
Hang on.
Well,
I'm gonna have to learn how to use this. Oh, I do
I will
appreciate
gladly
that.
help you.
I do appreciate that. Let us not speak of that again.
Uh,
For the sake of when we tell that to everyone else, I cut down the tree in one blow, right?
I will keep your embarrassing secrets if you keep mine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I have to say, and of course this is over the table since I obviously didn't see that, he's coming off as prideful as a kitten.
Yeah.
He's young and brash. I have
Hey.
gathered that.
Well, puppy. in this
Yeah.
case.
He
Yeah.
was also the runt of the litter, so he has a lot of to live up to.
That's true.
We've established he is the character archetype that considers himself the leader when nothing and no one else does.
Napoleon.
A bit of a
Essentially,
Napoleon complex.
Turk from Tarzan.
Yep.
So as you all
Or perhaps
enter
Tarzan himself.
Yeah.
Ublik's
No, that'd be
home,
more appropriate.
as you all enter Ublik's home, you see a spread on his table of apple steaks that literally look like steak, like meat steak, but entirely comprised of apples.
Morgul is like
Nick
out of character. Just
does eye contact with the food, party member food, party member food, party member food.
Pretty much.
Morgul is
There's
like
also pies. There's
Are-
also pies, and there's all kinds of other things. There's like a candy bowl and custard and things of that nature.
Morgul over the table is like, "Are you sure we cannot pay you to the host because of how extravagant this is?" And also is kind of scoping for anything that's covered in brown sugar amongst the pies.
I did give him an acorn.
You did, yes.
Yeah.
And no on the brown sugar.
Damn it.
Not that we need that anymore.
No.
Fair that.
Make up a backup on
We
that.
might be able to use it for something else though. That's why he's kind of looking for that. But okay.
Well, do dig in at your
All right,
discretion.
Musper.
Yeah,
you go.
he takes it in. He's not
Dig
going
in.
to hesitate.
Nick shows no hesitation as he promptly sits and consumes.
Mostly because Miknik and Morgul both need to get some carbs in
Consume?
after that.
Moxie kind
Now,
of does this funny shark thing around the table.
I will say none of this is meat,
Yeah.
so
Carbs.
everybody can eat it, even if you're vegan with your character.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the case
No
of
animals
Talia-
were harmed in the making of
It
these
is
pies.
literally just
I'm-
like it looks like a steak, but it's an apple. It's an apple steak.
Exactly.
Oh, that would be delicious, by
That
the way.
would be
Thinking
delicious.
about
It would
that.
be.
You're right, Chase.
Think like an apple
Be
chutney
very,
over a nice
very delicious.
medium
With a
rare
slight hint of
steak.
cinnamon.
Mm.
An
Mm.
Damn it,
apple
honey,
Baby.
tomorrow.
cinnamon
Baby,
glaze
we need to
on
do this.
steak.
If I had not made
Dang.
Yes.
out of character, if I had not
Dang,
made
tomorrow I
an
have to pick up
amazing,
steaks and I need to pick up some apples.
if I had
All of
not
us are
made
gonna make fried apples tomorrow, thanks to you.
an amazing
Sarah,
hamburger
you
before
know,
this,
If y'all want to come
Yeah.
down here, just hang out. We got a
Wait.
grill. You know.
We do have an inflatable mattress we could set up in the spare space we've got down here. So
Like, towards the end of the month, maybe.
So now
Chase
when
will
you
have you
all
too.
are sitting there and eating, what do you wish to talk to Ublik about? Or do you just regale him stories about what you all have been up to? Or
I will talk to Ublek about the intriguing properties of cornstarch and water. No, I won't.
Ublik, not
is-
Ublek.
I
You
You
got
say
in-
tomato, I say... Come on.
Potato.
Morgul would be more curious
It's
about
a
Ublik's
fun word.
story,
Uh-huh.
honestly.
26.
What?
Oh, yeah.
26 oratory performance of some of our more outlandish adventures. That includes Icebree, that includes Asion, both forms, that includes Razion.
So you're just
No.
chatting them right up.
I'm curious how much she would have to go back and re-explain regarding the differences between the realms.
Well, all I have to
Also-
say is this happened on our plane where we come from, therefore
Yes,
everything
but
is
he
very
would-
different.
Also,
They would
that's
be foreign
actually-
to him. You'd have to explain basic concepts. Is what I'm saying.
like, over the table, that's actually kind of important because you guys have very gradually talked about things with Morgul about this. He really
Then
doesn't
the
know
main
as much.
Then the main one that comes up, especially because of Moxie's ties to it, is Icebree.
Yeah.
Like the big one for her. That's when she really started realizing, whoa, wait, oh.
Yep.
So because I'm not going to be able to tell it like Moxie does, and you can all go watch it.
Yep, we're not gonna make that. We're not gonna repeat the data here for this. It's there. It's available. You can go see it in the
Yep.
To
thing
be
below.
exact, it is episode 2 when they go
Mhm.
to Ice Spree.
2? Is it really
Episode
2?
I
4.
believe so.
I think
Is
it's
it
4, I
episode 4?
thought. Yeah, it's 4.
Because
I
2
thought.
was still
Episode
with
4
the
is Ice Spree?
Hokage.
I believe
Good.
it's 4. Because I think 4 might have been in 2 parts.
Over the
Oh
table.
yeah. Might be.
Edgegord / Chase knows about this. Morgul does not. So
Yeah, might be.
No.
Y'all are right. Y'all are right.
So, over the course of dinner, Moxie is regaling the table, well, mostly Morgul, Trolia, Draxus, and
I'll be
Link,
right back. You all regale.
about what's
Regale!
all gone
the
on.
tale of us traveling to, or us finding ourselves in the Icewind Dale. We'd been teleported there and stayed with this local couple. There were bread baking shenanigans. There were other interesting things. We had to leave town very quickly because of some strange adverse reaction to some item that we had with us. We went up the river on a boat that Kai broke.
It's a
Um,
shitty boat.
there were some rotten planks, I'm sure. We met this massive, I mean, absolutely monstrous black serpent. Turns out the town had been built on her breeding grounds.
Her name was Lorna. She was a sweetheart.
No. Oh, man. Poor
Well,
girl.
what she was doing instead was she was basically abducting all of the local children and converting them to be like her to continue her race.
Feels slightly
So,
less guilty.
so she wasn't killing them. They lived. They were fine. They just
even
weren't
still
human anymore.
recognized their own parents.
They recognized their own parents.
Over the table, it's just like Morgul really doesn't know much about the group he's been traveling with. In all honesty.
No, and now this is actually quite a key way of kind of realizing who it is you're traveling with by the role they had.
Mm-hmm.
Because there wasn't much in the way of anyone thinking because someone had harpooned her earlier and she was attacking the ship. Everybody just thought, well, you need to kill this critter. You need to kill this monster.
Yeah.
And then one of the kids, one of the little girls who didn't follow her into the water, said she sang in the common language.
Mm-hmm.
And it got mentioned, well, speaks common, or sings common, must speak common, must have intelligence. Therefore, why are we gonna go try to kill this thing when we can try to talk to it first?
That was actually Leon's idea, and one of the better things he's had us do.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we let him think it was his idea.
I was going to say, I don't quite think that's actually what happened, but that was the white lie we told him so that he wouldn't try to kill himself. Poor fragile little
what?
soul. He felt very, very despondent that he was not terribly helpful because
Poor
he is a
kid.
wizard. Well, he is a wizard, a half-elf wizard.
I mean, to be fair, whenever it comes to anything magical, I feel kind of useless. I mean,
We don't need more magic in our group has magic aplenty. We need
fair.
a
How far in the story have we gotten?
going to talk to the critter.
Lorna.
Yeah.
Yep, going to talk to Lorna.
Did
She
you all talk
was-
about the cool bread thing?
Yes, there were bread baking shenanigans. And
That was fun.
Need
It
everyone to
kinda
roll a
got-
Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep, definitely. All right. Or I'm taking it more
Oh.
and Mick are probably taking a minus due to where they're at currently, right?
That's an 8.
I have yet to use my Bardic Inspiration prop. Well, no, I have. That's a lie. Never mind. Oh, I'm
17
good
total.
anyway.
Hmm?
22?
I got
I-
17
You all
total.
Also got
start
a
feeling
22.
very strange.
Maybe gonna take a moment on this.
What is in these apple steaks?
Mosper, do you feel strange?
You see Mosper as she slunks over.
And Morgul's gonna stop.
No, I'm not eating anymore. Nope, 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 nope.
Kai is not
What,
eating.
is something wrong?
I pick up Mosper. She might have overeaten.
Yeah,
What's in these?
we had a bit to drink. Me, and I'm Morgul is pointing at Mechanic. We had a bit to drink before this.
Can I try to grab Barnabas and go outside?
I think I need some air. I think I'm overheating, and I take Mosper outside.
As you try to go for the door is locked.
Why is the door locked?
I don't understand. Why don't you all just sit back down? Let's finish your story.
I don't trust you.
We are really not feeling well. Why do you not
The
unlock
rest
the
of the
door?
story is that she spoke with us, we spoke with her. We convinced the town to move off of her breeding grounds to a safer location so that they might coexist.
Is this a charm or a poison? Because if it's a charm, I have something for it.
If it's a poison, I have something for it.
So we would at least be able to figure out one way or the other. At least for them, anyway.
What is it?
Okay, I know how to ask. I'm going to attempt to use stillness of body to resist a charm. Or stillness of mind, rather.
Go, Muck.
That's not something I roll for. It's I can use an action to end an effect on me.
I need everyone to roll it again.
For what? Constitution?
Constitution saving.
That's a 19 total.
Nat 20, motherfuckers. At
As,
43.
as you
20.
see Kai
19.
still his body and mind, you see Ublik go. And you all kind of sway again at the table, and you're not understanding what's going on. I was
I
wondering
cast-
when I would see you all again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
They met
get
you? Or I've met you?
For what it's worth, there's no limit to the stillness of mind.
You
In terms
hear-
of number of uses.
You hear Ublik's voice change into a female voice. I was just wondering, dears. Would you like to bake some bread with me?
What?
Somebody you all know? Because I don't know it.
can I
That was a very long time ago.
Why in blazes?
Oh, hell!
All of you have underestimated exactly what it is that you did to my home
Ew.
in Icebury.
We bake bread and a cake.
You moved my hunting ground.
Hunting ground?
Hunting ground? Mechanic grabs his crossbow.
In character.
As the
Morgul has
snap
no idea.
happens, you see a familiar face. Oh, hello there. We should probably bake this bread before my wife gets back. Yeah, we should probably bake this bread before my wife gets back. Yeah. And
All
you
right.
see straw dripping out of him. You all ruined what I had going on.
What did you have
And now the
going on
charm is
exactly?
starting to wear off on you all because Kai is starting to see this place for what it is. And you see that it is covered in candy. And the
Oh,
walls are
no.
made
Oh,
of gingerbread
oh hell
and
no.
various other
no.
baked
I'm a roast-a
goods.
bitch. I'm a roast-a-bitch now.
As you see the form of the lady that you met in Icebury
Miknik casts
As her
Beacon
arms
of
start
Hope
stretching.
on the party.
Cast what?
Beacon of Hope onto the party.
Which does what
You
again?
see,
The spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range. For the duration, each target has an advantage on wisdom and death saving throws, and regains
You
the
are
maximum number
godsend.
of hit points possible from any healing.
You're
I will
godsend.
say, dearies, I did like baking bread with you. Or should I say, my little scarecrow husband here. But when you brought out that horrific thing that you did, Miknik, I knew that you all would be trouble.
What the
And
fuck
you
is going
moved
on?
my home.
you see
Particularly-
warts start popping up all over her face as the hair starts falling out, and you see skulls start growing from her back of various animals.
All right, I'm ready for battle. Shit's going down.
Orgal is very confused, but very ready to fight.
Oh, yes.
Your new friends. I am sorry for what I'm going to do.
As she stops mid-sentence and looks over at Tralia.
That piece of bark.
Oh.
Mm.
I stick it in
I
my bag.
recognize its essence.
And you're not getting it.
He was the one that took the children. The power of 3 shall abide.
I would like to try to run forward and
You're
try
the
to.
witch from his
I
story.
cast Shield of Faith in front of Tralia.
I had my
Orgal gets
suspicions.
ready to kill.
You all see lightning strike at Tralia as you see Miknik put up. You see a barrier go over Tralia as the lightning crackles up and down this barrier.
Your tricks have grown since last I've seen.
I could have
children.
done that then too.
No, but you were helping my husband. He was having such fun.
Why do you want us dead? What have we done to you?
You moved my home.
So what? You're obviously doing fine.
When you moved my home, the spell I had cast, it was one that was supposed to anchor my home to this realm. When they moved it, you broke the emotional tie that I had to that plane, sending me back here into the Feywild.
Well,
Such a
next time,
shame.
Well,
don't put your home on a creature's breeding ground.
Let's leave it
Well-
simply. Let us be, or cease to exist.
How about I make it simple? I'll bake you all into the bread that we made in Icebury.
Roll for initiative.
Knew it was
Yep.
coming. No way around it. Battle!
Okay.
God
My
damn.
initiative is
They're
low. I got 10.
I'm glad.
inspiration. I use an inspiration for this.
I'm
For-
glad
for-
I got
for
my
initiative?
protection
Yes.
things out first. Because
Hey,
I'm
Boo.
What,
probably at
Talia?
the bottom with
I got a
6.
20 plus 1.
Ooh,
So you go
got a
first.
21?
13.
Oh, wait. I'm at 11, not 10. My bad.
13.
Okay.
Orgal is very low on the order.
Sent you something.
I noticed. I like
Is
it.
it lower than 6?
8. So not as low 6.
Chase, you alright?
If
Yeah, I'm
you so
fine.
desire, you can swap that out on the fly.
Okay. So first we have Tralia.
Or
Who's
of a
next?
GM thing than anything else.
11 for me. I don't know where that lies.
So
All right, who had
sounds
higher
like-
than 11?
Me. I had a 13.
Who had higher than a 13?
Yeah.
Lower than 11?
8.
6.
All right. Nick, what were you?
6.
6.
6.
Damn, that must have been a low roll.
It goes
Yeah, it was.
Kai.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm fine. Give me a
Okay.
moment.
It
It
was
goes
at
Kai.
G1 die.
Morgal. What was yours?
8.
All right.
Yeah, I
Moxie.
had a few different
I
things,
had a
so
grand
it's what.
total of 13.
Okay. Kai, you had what?
11.
Okay. So that puts Moxie up here, and then that puts Draxus, who has been very quiet this game.
Yeah, he's been uncharacter.
It's
can't I-
totally not that I
Uncharacteristically.
forgot.
Oddly quiet. Yes.
It's totally not that I forgot at all.
I
Yeah, 'cause
imagine this
why?
little Wonderland thing has got him. Oh, hey, she's got the art up. Look what I did.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Da-da-da.
I like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Yeah, good.
Tralia,
Water.
you're top of the round. You all are in a. Basically, it is the house from Hansel and Gretel.
So, like, the environment has changed at that point.
The environment never
Yeah.
changed. We were under an
You,
illusion.
you were constantly in there. There was
Yeah,
a
but it's
charm
more of a.
that
yeah.
was over the place to make it look like a
Okay.
normal hut.
So to
Gotcha.
Morgal, yes, the environment has changed.
Yeah, to Morgal, the environment has changed because he is drunk off his ass.
We're in
So-
a house made of candy, yeah? It looks delicious. You want to
Yeah.
look now?
I'll roast it.
Quite great.
Like fresh
So,
Venus.
Tralia, what do you do?
Is everyone within 5 feet of me?
Presently, since we're all seated at a table, I would imagine yes.
Probably.
Oh,
Yes, everyone is.
or around a table, rather.
I would like to use the ability of Mask of the Wild to lightly obscure me and use Frostbite to cause a numbing frost on
You're awesome. All right.
the individual.
Okay.
Is there a fireplace lit by any chance?
Yes, there is.
Or an oven.
There are 3 ovens.
That's
Candy
a,
melts, right?
that's a lot
Oh.
of
I
ovens.
do thaumaturgy real quick to make the flame glow just a little bit brighter.
A little.
Do you all want to see what she looks like?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
That is
ugly.
hideous.
All right.
Ugh.
Focus.
There we go. Yeah.
There we are. That's a good
Ew.
visual. Ew. Gross.
You're an
Gross.
ugly old hag, aren't you?
But hey,
Up
fuck
there
boy.
on her back, there's a deer and an antelope rack.
Lord.
She then
Ow.
says,
That was an intentional crack, by the way.
so, Tralia, you did Mask of the Wild. You
To
hid yourself.
obscure me. Yes.
And then you
Frostbite.
used Frostbite on her.
Yes,
Yep.
because Master of the Wild is an ability, and then I use Frostbite as a spell.
Okay. So, you all see Tralia as she goes invisible. And then you see the witch's arm as she says, "My name, just so that you all know, is Madam Loladim Mugwort. And this will be the last thing that you see." As her fingers start going out, you see Tralia grabs a hold, and you see her arms start turning to frost as she wrenches her arm away. Okay. Let's see. Did you roll for damage on that? Or does Frostbite not do damage? I forgot.
Frostbite causes a numbing frost on one creature you can see. Creature must make a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Oof. Yeah. The frost starts going up her arm.
Fantastic. Great job.
All right, Moxie, 'tis your turn.
Hey, Spin is in chat. Spin is in the cashew gallery.
Well,
Awesome.
I hope
Hello,
Spend likes
hello.
zombie effects because first thing I'm gonna do is cast Bestow Curse.
Okay.
Wisdom 16 saving throw. While a target is cursed, your attacks and spells deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to target.
Oof. Okay. All right.
And
you roll?
then that's just something that affects the amount of damage that gets done with other
okay.
things. Though for the second, I am going to cast a spell because what else do I do?
Say on fire.
I cast Thunderwave at level 2. Which
There's not
does...
fire.
No, she deals in fire. I imagine dealing lightning damage will do better, which is
Probably.
3d8 of damage.
Edgegord has entered the chat.
And technically it's
After
actually
me.
4.
I know.
Yeah.
48? How many? Well, shit. That's only 7 points of damage total, but not bad.
You all see Moxie as she rears up a ball full of lightning in her fist as she slams it right into the gut of this witch as it surges throughout the body of the witch. And you see the skin kind of bubble for a second as it goes back into. And she says, "Oh, nothing hurt my face, did it?" She gets a reaction.
Oh no.
Oh, this is about to be a volley back and forth.
Legend of Zelda style.
As the energy surges through her body, you see it go back out through her fingertips at you, causing 8 damage.
I respond. Hellish
Okay.
Rebuke.
Okay.
Ping
Wait.
pong match.
Hang on. Will that work on her or work on you as the originator of the magic?
Actually,
it would
that's
work
a
on
good
her
question.
because she caused me damage.
Oh yeah, because damage is the requirement for Hellish Rebuke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the catalyst for Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, that's right.
So 3d10 and then another d8 because it's casting a spell. That is 16 plus that is 20 damage total.
You see as Moxie takes the damage, it gets reverted back at Lola Dim as she starts shielding with an arm as it hits the frostbitten part of her arm, as you see chunks of skin and flesh rip and shatter, as you see almost what looks like bone underneath. As
There is this.
The energy surges through her body and comes back out of her other finger. Not this one, but the opposite one, as it hits Moxie again.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
It's the way that the character works. All right, 7 damage.
Well, I'm not about to just take this lying down. And I can cast it any infinite number of times, so... At least I do believe, because it doesn't have a limit. It's a race thing.
It's
so.
an instant. It's based on race.
Yes. That is 12
Also, did you
plus-
include Draxus in this initiative?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay.
That
Okay,
is
fair.
15 damage this time.
You see that it surges through her again as you see skin falling off of the frostbitten arm as she holds it in one of her other hands. All right, Kai, it is your go.
I was hoping that wasn't going to be an infinite loop.
Yeah.
All
She
right.
only has so many times that she can do it.
All right, Lorna Doone. I'm gonna
Lola Dim, but I appreciate it.
You know,
were close. You were
sometimes-
so close.
No, when it comes to the enemies, I intentionally get the names wrong.
Ah, gotcha.
Guy does. It's that thing he does.
I do. It is. Kai generally gets names wrong anyway because I generally get name wrong anyway. But with the enemies, I
Yeah.
try to get them wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna get in close and do a attack with my staff, which is blar. 1d8, 1d10. Okay, so I roll to attack with my staff. Here. That's very likely a fail. As an 8 plus 6 to hit is... Plus 6 to hit is 14.
That does not.
It does not hit. Okay. I try to attack a second time because I get 2 moves at this level. That is a 20 total to hit.
That does hit.
Fantastic. Which means D8 plus 10? Yes? Yes, D8 plus 10. Where's my 8? Where's my 8? It's been so long since I've had combat. Where's my 8? There we go.
No, that fail.
That is a 2 plus 5. So that's 7 total. And I supplement it with key points and flurry of blows. I can do that up to 3 times the move, so I'm going to do it. Wait, where's my actions? Actions, come on. Figure out what the hell you're doing, me. Anyway.
Over the table, real quick, while Toll's working on that.
Yeah, I'm bad at navigating this thing. I'm
No,
sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. We are currently dropping frames, and
Oh,
it
no.
looks like it's a network issue. So, hashtag blame Comcast, and we are recording this, so I'll get it uploaded to YouTube in the next few days.
Not entirely a Comcast issue. I think it's a Discord thing. Out of character. Something I've been running into lately. Granted, I have
This
Comcast
is-
too, but...
This is OBS telling me, like, flashing
Oh.
into the yellow and red.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is a Comcast thing. I don't know. Again,
Hashtag
same
blame
provider.
Comcast.
Kai, any final rolls?
Yes, when I use the attack action, I can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action. And I can spend a key point for 2 unarmed
Thank you,
strikes as a
Spin.
bonus action.
Good to know you're not seeing issues over there.
So, I made the attack. I'm also doing an unarmed strike as my bonus action. Roll to hit is 17 plus 6 is 13. Would be 7 damage. And then I'm going to spend a key point to make 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action. First one definitely misses. Second one, 12 plus 6 is 18. That's a hit?
Yep.
I guess that's 1 for damage. Wait, no, unarmed strike is plus something. Plus 3. Okay, so plus 6 for those last 2 as well.
Okay. So that's
You got all those
total,
numbers, right?
Many number.
So you all see Kai burst forward, going over the table, and one punch to the jaw of Madame Mugwort as you see her, as he hits the other side and just continues dot, 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 as it looks like her jaw completely snaps. You see her pop it back into place as she looks at you all, and it's her turn now.
Oh, and I
see
am
her-
within touching range. Good God, that was not smart.
You see her making motions with her hands as you see the symbols that you saw on the children's chests glow underneath you all. You start feeling your energy being siphoned into the ground.
No.
I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
19! Total.
Yeah.
Guarded us
17
against
before. Check.
I think
20,
that's
not
actually-
nat.
That's on its side. Hang on, let me get this thing close. One more time. No, that's a 9. Wait, Constitution, 11.
Okay. McNick?
I was checking to see if Beacon of Hope included con saves. Unless you're
Does it?
counting death saving as part of con, it does not.
No.
No.
Oh shoot! I could have had another unarmed strike because it says when I use the attack action, not when I land an attack. Cool.
Yeah,
Know that
that's
next
the
time.
way that works.
That was a 14.
Monks be broken, yo.
Yeah. Okay. And Trolley?
An 18 plus 1, so 19.
Okay. So everyone that rolled above a 14, you take half damage. Okay.
Bitch.
Anybody that rolled underneath that, you take full damage.
Okay. So
Full
what's the damage?
Full damage is going to be from her. That is 18.
Ouch.
For
So
half.
9 damage for anybody
Hey.
for half.
I just learned that in D&D Beyond on desktop, you can click into the number spot and just use the scroll wheel to change the number.
Yeah. It's really cool.
You see the energy starting to being siphoned from you all into these glowing sigils on the floor, and then you see the energy is linked almost to a line that is connecting the sigils that goes to the 3 ovens, and you see the fires in the ovens erupt in a surge of energy. All right, Morgul, it is your go.
Ovens are not
So
higher than the flames of hell.
going to marker for my
Hunter's mark.
hunter's mark. Yes, thank you. Good marker for my hunter's mark, and I'm going to approach and strike once because I can do that. Give me a sec. Roll for my damage. Okay, 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, good deal. Give me a sec. Because has she been damaged? That's important.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh,
A fair bit by this
Quite
point, I
a
think.
lot of damage.
Yes.
so 6, 10,
In fact, she's
11.
half melted, I believe.
She is
Oh.
melting quite quickly.
One arm is.
So she takes 14 damage from the first hit, and that's all I can do because I had to move towards her, so that's it.
Okay.
Moxie, I'm going to call that move the lightning tornado. What just happened?
Nick,
Lightning
your move.
vortex.
Everyone, I'm gonna be taking a more supportive role today.
Okay.
Hey.
Cast
Makes-
Bless as a 3rd level spell so that each member of my party can receive its effects. I bless up to 3, or in this case 5 creatures of my choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll for or saving throw.
McNick, kick saint,
Saint Mick.
patron saint of kickassery. There we go.
Patron saint of healing.
And I intend to keep that going.
Ugh.
So if we roll over a minute, I'm just going to cast it again.
Okay.
Good. So over 10 rounds, you'll cast it again.
So that's going to be you? All right.
Yeah, because it's concentration. I can't do anything else. I don't
Not
think.
really.
Draxus, that is an
weird skill set.
18 to hit. That does hit. All right.
Drax is gonna
You
kick
all
some
see-
ass.
Draxus, that's been quiet, go, oh, well, I don't know this bitch, but she's pretty annoying. And you guys seem to be pretty pissed at her. So I'm going to go ahead and stabby stab. Is that okay?
Stabby
stab.
stab.
Yes! Me too!
You see shadow blades appear as he...
I cannot condone violence, but won't stop you.
As he just slices into her as he runs up close. 10 damage.
Ooh. Damn.
You see her lurch forward for a moment as you see a bit of blood start dripping from her mouth as she goes,
Ew.
then she You see slices appear on Draxus.
Here.
Incapacitate
Oh.
her. I call out to
I
the
have a
entire
way.
party.
You see that the same thing happened where the energy was stored that she had. She released it from that arm. And then you see a transference switch to another arm.
Interesting.
Oh,
And that's why Micknick called out incapacitate her.
You just want to make sure. We've got battle music going, right?
Yes.
Okay.
do we? I can't hear.
It's not going into the call. I was trying to get that set up and it was not having it. I gotta
Oh.
play around with that.
We'll have to work with that. I think
Yeah.
one of my
All
other
right,
Discord
Tralia,
chicks got
it is
We'll figure it
top
out.
of the round. It is your move.
Okay.
I just have to play
With
around
a-
with some scripting.
D17. I use the attack of grappling pin to try and pin her down.
E17?
And then
She rolled a 17.
Oh.
Commit
Yeah.
this.
it said roll a d20 for the attack. And
Yeah.
then I use the spell of control flames to bring the flames from the fire pit over her to loom over us and display the vague images of the screaming children that she sacrificed.
Why not just set her on fire?
Guilt.
Be dramatic.
Because drama. That's why.
Dramatic.
Irony, too.
Yeah.
The cruel, cruel irony of being roasted in your own oven.
Yes.
Come on
and
now.
if some of the sparks so happen to land on her, then that.
So,
I mean, you could choose to set her on fire. Just saying.
I want her to
Yeah.
as the flames
A
come
potential
from the
will
oven
save.
that you all see and it starts displaying the images of children, you all have forgotten, or it seems that you all have forgotten, a very important thing of the Feywild.
Emotions.
The children start dancing in front of her playfully as you see their images start contorting and turning into skeletal remains as they start looming around her in an endless loop of basically burning children.
Yeah.
And you see Madame Mugwort as she... You see the energy that she had stored up in one of her arms explode out of part of her arm.
Feelings have power. Okay, now I see the sense of it.
Yep.
Was I able to grapple her to the ground?
Yes, she is currently grappled to the ground as you see the parts of her arms are ripping apart as she stop showing me these things. You all don't understand. The power of 3 shall set them free.
Clearly not.
All right, Moxie, it is your go.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this way more than I should.
Nope.
She is currently grappled to the ground, and an endless flame of dancing and then turning to skeletal children is playing in a loop around Madame Mugwort.
I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds at 4th level to do 6d10 plus 1d8 of damage. Let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see. Whoops. I did that wrong.
Say, Izzy, that Armored Almirage art you got looks pretty badass. Where'd you
I know,
get it?
right? I got it from you. And that is, oh, mercy. So if there's fire all around, it's really not going to matter to me. I'm just going to walk straight through it.
Fireproof.
Fire resistance. Yay.
Anyone
I
want
do.
apples? Morgul has apples. Sorry.
Orgal does have apples.
Does anyone want to throw an apple
that's-
at this lady?
Good. I
That's
feel it's not worth it.
37 damage.
Okay. Feel good
You all
about
see
throwing
Moxie walk through the flames as she lays a hand on Madame Mugwort's back. And you see sores start opening on her back as you hear her writhing out in pain. And as a reaction, all of the animals attack Madame Mugwort.
Oh God.
I must be careful.
Osprey, you're okay. Yay, you woke up. Thank goodness.
She starts saying,
The power of 3 shall set them free. You all don't understand what that means. The coven shall rise, and you shall fall, and everything shall be one and all.
as you see Rorthal jump right onto her back as he starts tearing away and starts using his newfound
Head axe.
armor mohawk as he starts ramming that into her back and latching on and starts grabbing. You see Barnabas as he comes in and he finally leaps off of the ground. And as he leaps off of the ground, the Almirage wakes up from her slumber as she right into her side, right here, slams her horn right into there as the razor bladed edges, the serrations start lacerating and tearing at her skin. And you see Barnabas as he starts gliding around and leaping off of the walls with the blades that are around his wings.
Good boy, Rory.
You see her head roll off as
Fuck.
Barnabas and Rory and all of them stand up. The Almirage.
I pick her up. Come here, hold still. There we go. There we go. That's better.
I go up and scritch Rory behind the ear as best I can with the armor on and feed him something that I will to be a solid piece of jerky for him. I didn't want it to change to custard this time.
Tastes like apples.
Must be what you wanted. Good boy.
You all see that the house is still gingerbread and everything. However, it is the symbols that are on the floor, they're still etched into the ground and onto the walls. You can see it clearly now. And there are 3 symbols that are on the ovens.
Do they
One-
appear similar to the
one-
symbols we saw? From...
Yes, they do.
Okay.
You can now see them clearly. One looks like a rocking horse. One looks like a bird of some kind. And the other looks like a lily pad.
Lily pad.
Is this the power
Okay.
of 3 then? Do you guys
Representative.
Earth, sea, and
You all
sky.
look around at the
Yeah.
at the job that you've done. You also see a closet that swings open, and you see 6 scarecrows that look exactly like the man that you met, the husband in Icebury, fall out of the closet and start dissipating
Decaying.
as they start decaying, and you see the straw that was inside them the entire time.
This
As
was
you hear-
seriously a thing all the way back then?
This was seriously a thing all the way back then. You just never got into it because you all decided to move the entire place. And once you brought out the Chardolin, that completely stopped. It would have turned into a nightmare if you hadn't have done that. You remember when they threw you out and they started getting all upset? They didn't
Yeah.
know how to handle that. She was unaware of how to handle seeing something like that because there's more to figure out.
So if we hadn't brought out the shard,
That's
then
where we
it-
would have.
You all would have gotten roasted alive.
Wow. Toll, you saved the campaign.
What?
You saved our
the
bacon.
Where'd Chase go?
He had to go to the bathroom, I think. He'll be back.
Oh,
What? What?
Justin, you sly dog.
Oh my god.
I thought it was if we had stayed in the town at all that we
Spin,
would have
you
had
seeing
people
this
with
shit?
pitchforks.
Oh man.
Here we are 17, 18 nights later. Seeing
Someone's
the
gotta tell Neb
outcome of
about this.
actions that just happened as far as we could tell. He's smiling, by the way, y'all. He did an XD.
That's Spin.
Justin, you
not Neb.
sly little shit. I love it.
My mic refuses to pick up the clap, so I'm talking so you can hear. Fucking well done, DM.
That was
I appreciate it.
awesome. I didn't.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm talking about this because he walked away, and I thought we have a moment waiting for him to come back. I don't want to over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Seriously, I thought that me telling him to bring it out almost destroyed the campaign, and now you're saying that it is.
Saved the campaign.
It saved you all. You would have been roasted alive. You would not have been able to fight an almost 9th level witch on your own.
Yeah, no.
And also, she would have revealed her entire closet of scarecrow husbands that would have grappled you and thrown you into an oven.
Or I
And
would have just
roasted you
sat
alive.
until. Or I
Learning
would have just sat
opportunity.
until she asphyxiated me, basically.
Learning opportunity. We probably shouldn't accept help from a ghostly figure in the snow. Just saying.
We were left out in the snow with no possible way
Yeah,
forward except
we
freezing to death.
absolutely were. You're right.
We
There were actually 6 different things that you could have come across in the snow.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
was that the least lethal one of them?
I imagine
Um,
you want to reveal
I would
those
say
odds.
3rd.
damn. That's all I got to say is damn.
That was middle of the road difficulty.
Welcome
Apologies
back,
on that.
Chase.
You're gonna
Toll
want to look
saved the
back at
campaign.
you're gonna want to look back at the reveal that just happened in the VOD.
I'll check in a minute.
It's insane. So the remains are here. We got these symbols on the walls. I, for one, am of the notion that we should probably do something with the body besides just leave it here. And
Probably.
Before we
maybe
do, how many potions do we have, y'all?
I have 2.
I've got a few.
I know I've taken some hits. Oh, one major hit.
do you need a
Everybody.
potion?
Terrible.
You good?
I've got some potions, but as he
Okay, over table,
responsibility.
I'm going to tell you all this. That would have gone a completely different way if Trollia hadn't have fucked up her arm.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you all saw the pattern of how Madame Mugwort uses her magic.
It was cyclical, but the frost broke it.
The frost broke the initial connection.
Yeah, it broke
If
the
you would have completely severed that arm or broken it, since it was pretty much turning to ice, then she wouldn't have been able to use her powers at all, and any power that she would have absorbed, it would have blown up inside her, and she would have taken more damage.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if you saw that she kept absorbing the energy and then throwing it back
Well,
out.
that's why
But I
as a
also
reaction.
saw
That's why Miknik called out to incapacitate her.
It seemed to me like whenever you have a range, like a stovetop range, that's got a little bit of a divot in one side, there's not
Yeah.
enough material for everything to go through, so it kind of builds up and it burns out a little faster, a little hotter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she was able to put some of it back, most of it back, but she was still taking damage.
Correct.
That was really good.
So
Just
everyone else good?
everything that was considered in that combat. I'm gonna save this for the after session critique, actually,
Appreciate.
and let's move on.
Casting Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
I have still got 5 healing potions.
I'm so good.
Here you go, McNick. Have one.
Oh, okay. All right, sure.
I mean, use it or not. It's up to you.
I used it. You give it to me. I use it. Was it the D8 healing potions?
8d8, 8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8.
That's what it says in my notes.
Raleigh, are you using a healing potion?
No.
And I'm just going to use wholeness
as
of
you
body to
all-
heal up the rest of me.
As you all are sitting there, you then hear there seems to be some kind of what looks like almost a pipe, but you can hear it almost used as a speaker. You hear a voice say, "Madam Mugwort, is it done? Madam Mugwort, have the children been assessed? Have they been put in for their purification?"
Do we recognize this voice? Is it familiar?
No. But then you hear, "Madam Mugwort. Madam Mugwort.
I begin
Notify the
gesturing
coven.
I begin
Notify
gesturing
the
to the door
coven.
that we need to run.
Let's
Notify
be
the
in
coven.
Getting of the going, y'all. Come on.
Madam Lola Dim Mugwort
I grab Mossper
is
and I
not
run.
with us.
I follow Moxie.
Notify the coven. It appears that we have trouble on the horizon. The power of 3
Kai.
shall set us
Pralia.
free. And that
Move.
is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Chase, you were on your last damn leg.
Yeah.
I
Overestimated
appreciate
something.
everyone for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for tonight's session. If you have missed anything, any of our playlist, any of our episodes that we have posted, they're going to be right here. Everybody, kind of divvy
Down
up the little
below.
thing. Yes, absolutely. Go and check those out. And I would also like to thank Fat Zebra Designs for sending us these lovely playmats to utilize in our sessions. And I will see each and every one of you next week, next
Thanks
Friday,
for watching.
same time, same
Peace,
place,
y'all.
to see what our adventurers will go through next.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace, everybody.
Oh.